Hi, welcome to this tutorial for the chain link shells stitch valance, curtain valance. You can see that you can make it any size you want. If I wanted to keep going, I could have made it long enough to be an actual curtain. You could do one panel, you can do two panels. This is very, very versatile. So what you need for this tutorial is you will need a thin yarn. Unfortunately, I cannot give you a lot of information about this yarn. I ordered it on eBay probably about 20 years ago from a couple that was just hand dyeing yarn. So this was white and then they hand dyed it this beautiful, beautiful color. And I've just been kind of savoring it throughout the years. I don't know if they still sell this or not. It was about 20 years ago that I bought it, but it's a nice thin yarn. So find a nice thin yarn, unless you wanted to have thicker ones, and then a crochet hook to go along with your yarn. I used a 3.75 millimeter for mine. And then you'll also need a pair of scissors. For this valance, I made it long and then I worked it up and down like this. If you would prefer, you could do it the other way. You could measure how long you want it to be and then work from there to, how long you want it to be. The chain link shells stitch is worked up in multiples of 8 and then plus another 1 and then plus one more for the foundation row. So it's hard for me to give you an exact amount to chain because you might want yours a different size. So keep those measurement or those numbers in mind, how many multiples you need to work this up in, and then chain however many you would like for the area and for the look that you are going for yours. The next section is going to be how to do the chain link shells stitch, so that you would follow those directions exactly with the type of yarn that you're using and worked up in the multiples that you decided to measure for your project. And I hope you enjoy this. You can use the timestamps in my description to go back to certain parts of the video if you need to. Chain link shells is worked up in multiples of 8 plus 1 and then plus another one for the foundation chain. So let's start by chaining 16. We'll start with that length, or you can go a different length if you want, as long as you're following their guidelines. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and then plus 1, plus another one for the foundation chain. So this is still going to be the foundation. This isn't any of the repeats yet. What we're going to do is put one single crochet in the second chain from the hook. So here's the first, and then here's the second. I'm actually going to turn the chain to the side and work in that back bump there. But if you want to, you can just work it regular like that. I just like to have a nice even bottom. Okay, then we're going to chain 5, 3, 4, 5, skip 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, and then in the next one put a single crochet. Chain 5, skip 3, 1, 2, 3, in that fourth one, put a single crochet. Then we're going to chain 5 again. And then skip 3, put a single crochet in that next one after you skip the 3. Chain 5, and then put a single crochet, skip 3 and put a single crochet in the last stitch. If you still have more, if you made yours bigger, just keep doing the chain 5, then skip 3 and then single crochet. This will be the very first repeat. So what we're going to do is chain 5, and then you're going to put a single crochet into this space, this chain 5 space from the row below. Chain 5, put a single crochet in the next chain 5 space from below. Chain 5, put a single crochet in that next chain space. Chain 5, now I'm to my last one. If you still have more, you just keep going. Put a single crochet into that last chain space. Now for the ending, we're just going to chain 2 and then put a double crochet into that single crochet. And then turn. This will be repeat row 2. We're going to chain 5, put 5 double, you're going to skip that chain 2 right here. When you go to the next chain 5 area, skip this. We're going to put 5 double crochets into this chain 5 space. Then we're going to chain 2 and just put 1 double crochet into the next chain 5 space. We're going to repeat that across. Chain 2 and then 5 double crochets, chain 2, then 1 double crochet. I'll keep going with you, but I'm just letting you know what the pattern is. 5 double crochets. Chain 2, and then in this last chain space right here, you're just going to put 1 double crochet. If it happens, I did it, I worked up the pattern with a different stitch amount, and it didn't have the chain 5 here. It ended my groupings with a chain 1 here, and if that, or not chain 1, a double crochet, 1 double crochet here. If that happens where your last chain 5 space here is just 1 double crochet, you still chain 2 and end with 1 double crochet. Okay, then we'll turn. This is repeat 3, the 3rd row repeat. We're going to start by chaining 5. You're going to put a single crochet in the chain 2 space, chain 5, put a single crochet in the next chain 2 space. This is what we're going to do across. We're going to chain 5 and then put 1 single crochet in the next chain 2 space. Oops. Single crochet in the chain 2 space, chain 5, single crochet, into this last chain space, and once you get to the last chain space, you're going to chain 2 and then put a double crochet in that same chain space and then turn. And this is the last row of the repeat. Then you just repeat rows 1 through 4 until it's the length that you want. So for this last repeat, you chain 1, put a single crochet into that double crochet space, chain 5, single crochet into the chain 5 space, chain 5, single crochet into the chain 5 space, chain 5, single crochet into the chain 5 space, chain 5, single crochet into this last space, and then turn. And then you just repeat rows 1 through 4 until it's the length that you desire. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and like it, and feel free to share it out. Thanks for spending time with me today. I'll see you in the next tutorial.